not the Vancouver, not the Yuba City, not the New York City, the Surrey Nagar Kirtan 2025.
Cover your goddamn heads at the Nagar Kirtan, man.
Guys like, हाँ भाई बारपर शॉप ना बहुत busy है नगर कीर्तन दे करके सारे fade कराਉਂਦੇ हैं
दुनिया सड़ी पे है, man.
Bro, Nagar Kirtan this year was like when you wake up in like the Matrix movie or something and you're in like the wrong universe, but like you can't quite put your finger on it.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Hours Before Midnight podcast. Got myself and Manrov in the building. You know,
Back with another episode.
Back with another episode for y'all head top. What's good, man? How y'all doing?
I'm doing great, man. Great to see you, beautiful like deep.
I don't know why I addressed it like I was like fucking 5 people here. I'm like, how y'all doing? It's just
I actually
you.
met this guy at the at the Just Rain event the other day, and then he was like, "Man, Ikdeep just been working out so much lately. This guy's like the man." He's like, "I've been seeing him in the gym every day."
What? Who?
I don't even know. I don't even remember his name, bro.
Oh my god.
He came up, he started talking about you.
Oh shit.
It's pretty
Chalda,
crazy.
badhiya main lokan nu influence karda workout karnu. That's good. This is what my calling was.
Yeah, that's good. You've been going pretty crazy at the gym.
Yeah, I've been lifting pretty heavy recently, breaking
Yeah.
some PRs. You know, it's been good. It's been good. Got a cut soon though. Shout out my trainer. Shout out the coach.
Yeah, I've been more kind of like in the middle of the spectrum now, like just going on like walks and runs and stuff too, and doing gym less.
That's fair.
It's like in the middle of the spectrum.
You know what? It comes in waves, man. There's moments where you're like fully dedicated to the gym. There's moments when you're not.
I think I just want to chill now, just be healthy.
Yeah,
Just keep my body like optimized for max performance sitting at a desk. So like just be doing a lot of exercise but not necessarily be jacked.
You got your shit figured out then, bud.
Yeah, kind of. Walks are really nice, just getting out there.
For me, I think like
Nature is beautiful.
nature is very beautiful. I think for me though, like I've always just been like gym since I was like high school. So then I just stuck with it. When I first started gym though, I was just cardioed out like you. But then I got more into weightlifting, then I got addicted. Now I just can't stop.
Chal, should we go on to our first topic?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so I want to kick it off with a bang talking about the Surrey, not the Vancouver, not the Yuba City, not the Los Angeles,
Not the Calgary,
not the New York City,
not the Edmonton,
the Surrey Nagar Kirtan 2025.
Oh my
Here
god.
we are.
Do we
It's a
have
banger
some
of a
stories?
topic.
Do we have some
We
stories
do have
for
some
y'all?
stories for y'all.
Holy. Let's start off by saying this, all right? Nagar Kirtan was blessed. It was good. It was Nagar Kirtan, obviously, right?
It was blessed, man.
We just actually, it was today. So me and Manav were recording this the night of the Nagar Kirtan.
Yeah.
So I stayed till the end. I came back a couple hours, like an hour ago, Now I'm here. So it's fresh, but I got some stories.
Yeah,
All right.
100%.
First on the list, y'all motherfuckers that do not cover your head. What are you doing? Cover your goddamn heads at the Nagar Kirtan.
I think I saw a lot of like scalps today.
I saw a lot of
heads.
bald spots. I saw a lot of goddamn.
Bro, the worst part was when I was getting my beard permed like 2 weeks ago, and the guy's like, "हाँ भाई बारपर शॉप ना बहुत busy है नगर कीर्तन दे करके सारे fade कराਉਂਦੇ हैं." And I was like, not even there getting it. Obviously, I was getting my beard permed, like no cut, but I was like next to it, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." Then at the Nagar Kirtan, I was like, "That's all you motherfuckers not covering your head, yo. You guys got fresh face just for this. Dunya sadi pe hai."
Dunya sadi pe hai, man. I'm telling you.
I was like, "Holy."
Motherfuckers out here.
Yo, it was actually insane, bro. Like I was just driving. I saw like a bunch of bald dudes walking, like with like all their like family, like just huge groups of people with just not their heads covered, just pulling up, like, you know, munch out some pakode.
What are you gonna do, man?
I didn't really think anything, bro. I was like, holy.
This year's Nagar Kirtan was interesting though. I was talking to you about it off camera. And
Bro, Nagar Kirtan this year was like when you wake up in like the Matrix movie or something.
Yeah.
And you're in like the wrong universe, but like you can't quite put your finger on it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
something
yeah.
is just like off, but like
It was off.
you're still gonna like figure it out. Like,
It was off. Let's start off with this, right? Obviously, we're not gonna get politically like all over the place with this, but I don't know if you saw that like that TikTok or that news outlet of that Baba being like, "Is saal Nagar Kirtan nu sanu na $1 million launa pana hai." That one Baba,
who
like,
was it?
the one Baba, like the head pradhan of one of the Gurdwara, he's like, "Is saal sanu $1 million Nagar Kirtan te launa pana." I'm like,
Oh, was it one of the fundraising?
yeah, fundraising, right? And I was like, okay, cool, right? So then already from that point, I don't know what happened. I just was like, okay, there's something off with this, right? I showed up to Nagar Kirtan expecting just good vibes like normal, right? I'm not really expecting like obviously like nothing bad to happen. Nothing bad did happen. Let me preface by saying this, but it was just so different from what I'm used to from a Nagar Kirtan. Usually, man.
I honestly got bored. Like, it sounds really bad to say, but after I matha taked, I was just kind of like, it was just too like, I don't know, it was just off. I just got bored.
After he left, after Darshan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, like it was just super like, it was like a Mirza, man. Everyone was just like, dude, I swear, I heard someone blasting Sidhu.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
And I was like, what the hell?
Bro, I was like walking, and then like, you know how the auntie are like in the tents on the side doing fundraising for like the charities.
Yeah.
So it was like first thing in the morning, and I get there and I'm like with one of my like best friends, and then this auntie, like I'm just like walking, listening what's going on, and I randomly just hear like $50 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦੇ donate ਕਰੋ, right? ਇੱਕ ਕੁੜੀ ਆ ਸਾਡੀ ਉਹ ਕੂੜੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੰਮੀ ਆ, and then she's like ਕੁੱਤਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਅੱਧੀ ਬਾਂਹ ਖਾ ਗਈ or some shit.
What?
Like, ਕੁੱਤੇ ਨੇ
Yo, that's
like,
a what?
ਕੁੜੀ ਦੀ ਬਾਂਹ ਕੁੱਤਾ ਖਾ ਗਿਆ, ਕੂੜੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੰਮੀ ਆ, please ਤੁਸੀਂ donation ਕਰੋ. And I'm like looking around, I'm like, is anybody hearing this? There's like a girl who's like a dog ate her arm, bro. Like, it's like crazy. Like it just completely
Dude, I heard some wild shit.
I heard some wild shit. Like they'll like randomly be like obviously fundraising, like, yo, give her 10%, you're this one, it's all good vibes.
Yeah.
And they'll just be like jwakan diya baਹਾਂ kutte khai jande. And I was like, yo, this is like fucking Rwanda, yo. Like this can't be Punjab. Like
yeah, fully. It's like, bro, it's so fucked because like, okay, so let's start off with the Nagar Kirtan, right? So I get there, and obviously like, you know, Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj hasn't come towards like the side I came through, so I was just waiting to do darshan, right? So I was like, okay, let me go get food, bro. Let me tell you, first of all, trying to get food at the Surrey Nagar Kirtan is like next to freaking impossible. Next to freaking impossible to get food at the Nagar Kirtan. Now let me say, I don't go to Nagar Kirtan for food. I actually genuinely go to see my family and actually just go enjoy the Nagar Kirtan, right? Food is a bonus. I'm not tripping over food. There's some people walking around with traliyan, bro, filled with freaking golgappe, shatariyan. Like they're just taxing everything.
I think that's what the strollers are for. Like, bro, I feel like I have a conspiracy that like a lot of people with strollers don't even have kids. They're just throwing a bunch of shit in there.
And they have the cover on, right? So you can't even tell the manana in there.
You can't even tell there's like the freaking like all the balloons, all the merch, all the random like RBC, Royal Bank of Canada chocolate bars or some shit. They're just collecting it.
Dude, it's actually such like a... Dude, it was such a peed badaka like in Surrey like today, right? I got into a line right off of the 76th Avenue. Like there was a SO right there, right? There's like a little area where you can get pakode. So I was like, okay, fuck, man, I'm just gonna get pakode. This like the line is the shortest one possible, right? So I compared to the food stall. So I got into the line, and this freaking BB. Let me tell you, this freaking BB, right? I just freaking see her face in my head when I say this. Butts in between me like in line, right? And obviously I don't really care. I'm like, whatever. It's okay. This freaking BB, right? Knees me in the fucking thigh and says,
Yeah.
I lost hope in humanity, bro.
That's crazy.
I lost hope in humanity. After that, my appetite went. I managed to get my pakode. I went out like the middle of the thing. I was eating my pakode with my cousin.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, this is fucked.
Yeah.
Right? This BB is like really like,
Menu line to jana pena pehla cause menu pakode lodya.
It is a pass, yo. Like I heard somebody flexing how they're there with their BB, and then they're like, "Now I can just go to the front of all the food lines because I got my grandma with me."
Yeah, yo, facts.
I was like, bro, this guy's like 40 years old. I was like looking at him. I was like, nice man. Tu mure chawda.
Yeah, right. Tu chawda, right? No, man, chawda, like legit. It's actually fucked, bro. There's this one.
Get the fucking kundi just
smack
the bande yaar.
Dude, there's an auntie in front of me. Like she's like not an auntie, but she is. She's like born here, whatever. But I'm just gonna call her auntie. I don't know who she is, right? She was like a line enforcer. Get to the back of the line. Get to the back of the line. To all these BB try to butt in front of her. BB are looking at her like, what the fuck's the line? Thanu any line to ban, right? Yo, this auntie.
Their egos get involved.
Yo, this auntie was ready to throw elbows, man. I swear, like she wasn't having it, right?
That's crazy.
And even I must say this to all y'all that have nyane that watch the podcast, teach your fucking kids some respect and some manners because no kid, I should never see a kid butting in line in front of a bajurg and pushing them out of the way. That's mad disrespectful. That's just a side note. But like I've seen that shit multiple times. But yo, the fucking no covering of the head was crazy.
It was pretty bad, yeah.
I saw freaking vape cartridges and pangale like dabbiya and shit all on the ground. I saw a couple of those.
That's crazy.
THC like cartridges and shit. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, thana koi sharm nahi.
Yeah, literally koi
sharm nahi. Ek din thanu load si bas proper ja hon nu. Ta tusi na udde hi bas. And like I had this one kid come up to me. He's like, yo, ek deep, yo. Where the malo at? I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Like,
I can imagine him saying that.
GPS hai tenu dasa kithe. I'm like, why are you coming to the freaking Janania, bro? This is fucked.
That's like, so comedy, yo.
Dude, the kids actually think that too. They're fully there just to scope it out.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's
bro.
crazy,
It's
man.
like, I don't even know. The other week when I was at a trucking company and the guy's like, ਸਾਡੇ ਇੱਥੇ edge driver ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਫੀਮ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਆ
Yeah.
ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਭੰਗ ਪੀਂਦੇ ਆ
ਹਾਂ।
ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਪੈਗ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਆਫ ਬੁੱਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਭੈਣ ਚੋ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇਖਣ ਜਾਣਾ He was like going on this whole ass rant, right? I was like, yeah, that makes sense, bro. That's probably why they're going. Like,
Yeah, no,
I
dead ass.
agree.
Dude, I've actually come to the conclusion that like some bande, like yo, and it's so comedy. I saw so many people holding like khande, like pendants and like you know the Khalistan flags or whatever it might be, right? Just straight like the most like monne. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, right? Obviously, but it's just comedy to me because I'm like, yo, I know some of these people that are holding the flags and they're like the biggest like bang pinde ya shrab pinde, right? And I'm just like, bro, like ek din tusi aaj bade sant safai ban gaye, hai na?
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm just like, yo, I'm not trying to be a hater, bro, but I really just think like, yo, either you're one way or the other way. Don't be like in between.
I think the Nagar Kirtan is really far from like the fundamental celebration
Of what it
Vaisakhi,
actually is, yeah.
of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. I don't even think all day today, maybe I was at the wrong place, but I never really heard somebody just tell the Sakhi about like Guru Gobind Singh Ji bringing like the Panj Pyare behind and then like, you know, their heads and everything, they're making the Khalsa, like just pumping that story.
Like how the Panj Pyare came to like, you know, fruition and like how
it was
all that
more
happened.
so just
nothing,
like very like vote pa.
Yeah.
They
Yo,
vote.
and I was talking to a Gora today, right? Me, Rambir, and Mantaj actually like ran to this Gora and Param ran into this Gora that was just really curious about like the Nagar Kirtan, right? And like what it's about.
Yeah.
And Rambir and Mantaj, shout out those two. They really like educated this guy. Like they took over. I was like, yo, let these guys do their thing, right? But they're telling him about like the whole, yo, the Khalsa was created in 1699. This is what happened. Like, you know, this is why we're Sansafai, right? This is why we do this, blah, blah, blah. Like the whole thing will save everything, like the whole 9 yards, right? Super, like that was probably the best thing about today. Besides me doing Darshan Guru Granth Sahib, that was probably the second, probably the best thing that happened today, right? Like was like educating this Gora. And then the Gora hits me with the question. He's like, I have one more question for you. I was like, what's up? He's like, is it just me or does this year's Nagar Kirtan feel very political?
Yeah.
Like extremely political. And I said, you're right, it does. It does, and I'm not even trying to sugarcoat it. It really did.
Yeah,
it's
pretty crazy.
I think like there's a lot that's changed with it, man, over the years, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the same. Back when we were like teenagers, like just trying to go there and just like chill and like enjoy the Nagar Kirtan, like it was not political at all, really.
Yeah.
Maybe like here and there it was, but
It'd be political in the sense of like, oh, like I don't know, mayors.
It was more of just like a celebration back then.
Yeah, it was. Now
maybe
you have like
maybe nostalgia. Maybe we don't remember. But I don't think it was ever that serious. I think the first year that it got like this was like 1 or 2 years ago.
it was right after COVID.
Yeah, right after COVID. That's when I was like, whoa.
That's when like all the freaking goddamn like posters, flyers of like politicians and this, not, and the third started coming out, and I'm just like, man, what is going on?
So I want to take it into another topic called the infamous Nagar Kirtan uncle auntie characters.
Okay.
The first one I want to talk about is the power langar auntie who's not sweating but has fed over 6,000 people.
Shout out that auntie, man.
Shout out that
Shole
auntie.
Bhature bhi hitting.
She's like always in the back, like in a Starbucks apron or something.
Yo, those
just
aunties
going crazy, holding it down.
Straight.
And like the supply chain of the Nagar Kirtan, they're like holding it
It's
together.
just them, bro.
And they'll like never complain or like break a sweat.
No, they're
Just
just
going back
they're
and
just
forth.
grinding it out, bro. They're just making the shole bhature, they make the pakode, like they're making everything.
And then they're just like,
Chaatu.
boss.
Yeah, you ask
so
them
casual about it,
Yeah,
right?
you ask them like, oh, haal chal thada kiddar hai? Oh, mera hun 100 patila ho gaya, bas pura shole da bana. I'm like, what the?
500 patila.
500 patile ho gaye pure.
Plus
Mere.
other jalebiyaan. Yeah.
Utte jalebiyaan si banane. I'm
They're
like,
having
what is
straight.
going on right now?
You're like the project manager of the Nagar Kirtan stall.
That's the best
That's
way to
what
look
they
at
are,
it.
yo. You
You know, Amazon wants efficiency in their warehouses. Hire these aunties.
Hire the power auntie.
Hire the power auntie.
Millions of people, yeah.
Those aunties will legit have your business running at like a 5x like run rate, like performance edition.
But the next one is the girls wearing the full-on bridal sets just to walk 3 blocks and then go home without matha taking. That's the next iconic.
Why do I know so many people that do this? Yeah, they're fully dripped out too, like sauna everywhere, just fucking full.
Like fucking Pile Business
bridal,
Center. They're on the wait list in Pile Business Center for suits for like years, bro. They're like, yo, when's it gonna come?
full bridal makeup too. Like you think they're going to like a freaking Jago or something.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah.
Shout out though, y'all enjoy, right? But like each their own, man. Holy. Bada ho gaya, but
The next one that I have, right, It's just kind of fucked up. It's just called the Jataflex Boys. It's just the guys wearing like like the Ray-Bans and like the gold chainy on the kurta and like the random like Rado watch from like Punjab. Just the Jataflex Boys.
You know what's so
You know
fucked?
the ones that are you're gonna walk around.
You know what's so fucked? But they're just wearing the exact same thing. He's wearing a kala kurta, chunni,
The same thing.
Ray-Bans.
That's your demons at the Nagar Kirtan, bro. They're the ones that are like going to the party like, yo, do you see everybody looking at me and shit?
Yeah.
Yo, that guy looking at me. Do you know that?
And they run like 15 squad deep.
They're like, yo,
right?
do you know that guy? I think I know this guy. Everybody thinks they know everybody.
Bro, it's like they run with like a 15 squad unit too. Like they're just mean mugging you down the entire block.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my
Shout
God.
out y'all, man.
The next one is the uncles that stand silently giving out flyers with aviator sunglasses and a big darty.
That's
Like
that's
the
a
typical motorcycle
staple.
uncles.
A staple, man. Shout out those uncles, man.
Yeah, shout
A
out those uncles.
Staple.
Yeah.
I got one too. There's also those
Somebody's
aunties.
got to rescue all those uncles, give them all perms.
Fucks.
Take them back. Bring them home.
Bring it home. Bring it home. Woo.
Nah, I'm joking. Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucked. I remember, speaking of, before you continue, there's an uncle, right? And fuck, it's so funny. He just, his body is like obviously not permed, and there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, I just recently started getting a perm too, and his kid said something along the lines of like, "Daddy, तुसी भी दाढ़ी बना लो ना?" And then the kid, dad's like, "Oh, नहीं, मैं लोड नहीं पता." He's like, "Daddy, कर लो, फिर मम्मी तेरे फिर ब्याह करा लूगी."
That's insane.
I was like, "What the?"
That's so fucked up.
I was
yeah.
like,
That's insane. Yeah.
I was like, after that,
After
I never like suggested it. Like if someone asked me, "What do you do to your beard?" I'd say, but I never go out of my way to be like, "Oh, you should
Yeah,
get your beard
100%,
permed."
bro.
After that, I was like,
It's
"I'm done,
insane.
bro. I rest my case." But yeah, go ahead.
Next one is the hyper energetic people giving speeches on stage that may or may not be on a substance. Like I was just asking one of my friends today, I was like, yo, do you feel like before these guys go on stage, like take anything? He's like, definitely.
They're like theme boomer.
Yeah.
Don't tell me
They're
that.
fucking crazy up there, bro.
Dude, they're
insane.
They're just screaming, man.
Losing their voice and shit.
Dude, there's one uncle like on that one of the floats. He just fucking jakara'd out like, but he
Yeah,
wasn't
fully,
stopping.
bro. Like,
but he
no-
wasn't stopping.
Their veins are like popping up.
Yeah.
You're like, please stop.
Uncle G, I'm scared for your health.
Fucking traumatized.
Yeah.
Jo akro yande.
Jo akro yande, uncle's freaking like on his last lap, like, just like going.
Please.
Sit
Definitely.
Yo, and it's like I'm not even trying to mock you, right? Do what you got it, bro. You're good. But this uncle's dead ass like on his last breath, like he's out of breath, no pani, no nothing, just pull on
For the panta, bro.
for the panta, bro.
He's there.
Uncles
bro.
are giving a chikara like we're about to go to a jung, bro. He just fully like, yo, holy shit.
Holy shit. Those guys are actually goats.
Those guys
bro.
are the goats, bro.
Yeah.
They make the Nagar Kirtan 5 times better.
Yeah, they actually do. They bring the energy.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until one uncle actually collapses, though. Then it's fucked. Then it's Dundies. Then it's like, oh no, what are you doing?
The paramedics coming on the bicycles and shit.
Yeah, man. Holy.
It's crazy. Yeah, I got two more.
Yeah.
The next one is the Langar Clout Kings. And what I mean by that is like the guys that like straight up Punjab style, like shouting, shole, 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 pature.
Oh, yeah. Langar
Those guys
Wagru,
are
like, yeah, like that.
Bro,
yeah,
this
yeah,
one guy
yeah.
was going crazy. You know how like when you're in India, you're in the bazaar, they're like, go be the follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy was like, shole pature. Like just going
Oh,
crazy, just screaming. I was like, bro, it's Gurwani lagi hai.
Yeah. You have a whole
They're
shop
like the
going on in the background.
marketing, yeah.
You have a whole shop going on in the background, then you'll see some random uncle. Shole, pature, I don't know.
Pakode, tate, tate.
Pani, Wagru, pani. Thanda.
Fresh and wet pakode. Kya hai? Gilli gilli pakode.
No.
The last one I have is like not even a person, but it's just like the full-on business promo just disguised as Seva.
Facts. That's
all about
facts. They'll give you like 2 pens and they'll be like, yo, come buy a tire for me.
Come, bro, I saw this one that was really fucked up, but I was gonna say it. It was like some like 3-year-old kid with a balloon that said like WFG helping families. And I was like, don't pull out. This kid doesn't know. He doesn't know he's getting recruited to WFG, bro.
This kid, start him young, man.
Bro, he already signed on.
Yeah, start him young, man. Anything that kid makes, 15% goes up, buddy. Pyramid.
That's pretty comedy.
Holy shit.
Next one is what not to wear to the Nagar Kirtan. This one is inspired by me seeing somebody today in a hyper, you know what I mean, weekend t-shirt.
The what?
In a weekend t-shirt.
Weekend.
The Weeknd,
The Weeknd.
artist, yeah. In a weekend t-shirt. And it had some like questionable imagery on it. And I was
know
like,
what
yeah,
you're-
this is like kind of like too far on the edge. Bro. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
and-
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah. Don't do that, guys. Don't wear
Yeah.
Drake merch or fucking
I
Weekend
feel
merch.
like, yeah, that's pretty much it for what not to wear to Nagar Kirtan.
Nah, so here's the thing. I wore this to Nagar Kirtan.
Oh, actually?
I'm not even joking.
I wore kurta pajama.
I was gonna wear a kurta pajama, but then I actually got yelled at by Montage, Beer, and Parm for this too.
Why?
I'm about to have a hot take.
Huh?
Right? I personally don't like kurta pajama.
No way.
And I'll tell you
What's
why.
wrong with you?
I'll tell you why. One, my kurta pajama that I have right now don't fit me properly. That's the main reason why I don't like them.
Mm.
Because my like chest and my arms are too tight in my kurta right now,
Oh, that's probably why.
and it's just
I
uncomfortable.
don't like that too.
And it's
'cause
just
it starts ripping. The
yeah, it just
stitches
starts
and shit.
ripping, and it's just uncomfortable as hell. And then it's just way too tight around like the midsection, and I'm just like, bro, this is just the most like functional kurta I have, right?
Yeah.
And even the pants are too tight. Man, I was like, can't it, bro? I'm not wearing this shit again, right?
Yeah.
So like, until I get a new kurta, I'm not a fan of kurta. But in general, though, I prefer just to like what I'm wearing right now is just casual. Like there's nothing hype beast about it. I'm wearing freaking cargos and like a quarter zip hoodie. Like I don't.
yeah, it's pretty chill.
It's like just a chill fit. Like I'd rather be comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And plus
100%.
one thing too, people are like, "Yes, hard day calm boss." I'm like, no. Someone tried to convince me kurta pajama part of Sikhi. I'm like, it's not, man.
Yeah.
Just
it's
to
not-
get chola see na, fair man maan lena.
Yeah.
But not a kurta, bro.
That's facts. Yeah.
So I was like, no, don't do me like that.
So funny. You Parm guys are really canny, right?
Bro, Parm guys are all in kurte. They're straight ripping on me like, "Tu aaj saadi besti ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ, tu kurte te nahi aaya." And I'm like, man, I don't.
Not that serious.
I was like, it's not that serious.
Okay,
man.
Chal, to end off the Nagar Kirtan topic, I got one viewer submitted Nagar Kirtan confession.
Oh,
Actually
okay.
just came in today on the DMs. I thought it was hilarious.
Okay.
So I'm chilling at Nagar Kirtan with the boys, just trying to vibe and eat my 7th pakoda. We're posted up near this tent stall where the aunties are moving mad. Oil flying, pakoda everywhere,
Okay.
getting yelled at, the whole works.
Mhm.
Suddenly this guy in sandals and a Patagonia vest walks up. Looked like his name was Cameron. Dead serious, he asked the auntie at the stall, "Excuse me, are these pakoras vegan?" Bro, the auntie paused, blinked twice. Then she just yelled out, "Vegan? Mainu nahi samjh." And then she looked around like he dropped a slur. The uncles near the stove burst out laughing. And one goes, "Paji, ye nahi sade kol aayega." The buddy was shook. He said, "I'm plant-based," and then walked away looking betrayed. Like, bro really expected a nutritional label at the Nagar Kirtan. Meanwhile, my cousin looks at me and goes, "This is why we don't bring them to weddings either."
Why the Patagonia vest too? They're so
I
specific,
don't
man.
even know.
It's always those motherfuckers too. And you have a Patagonia vest too, so tu kitho cut hai?
Could have been me. No, he looked like his name was Cameron. It's pretty funny.
It's
So I think pakode are vegan though. Hopefully that guy figured it out.
I think they are.
Ask ChatGPT or something.
I think pakode are vegan.
No, but like cooking with butter or something. I don't know.
Is butter? Oh, no, butter's not
Yeah.
vegan, right? Technically, right?
Mm.
Yeah, you're right. That's fucking
fucked,
man.
bro.
Desi ਘਿਓ ਮਾੜਾ ਮੋਟਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ
Yes.
ਜਾਨ ਜੂਨ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਬਣਦੀ ਆ holy man
That's
ਇਦਾਂ
pretty cool, but
ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨ ਇਦਾਂ ਬਣਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ. That concludes our Nagar Kirtan topic, of course. And, I think before we actually move on to this properly into the next topic, I wanted to say to y'all that are enjoying Nagar Kirtan, keep enjoying it, keep the spirit alive. But please, just be respectful. Have some common sense. You know, ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਨਾ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਦੇ ਡਿਫੈਂਡਰ ਆ ਜਿਸ
Yeah.
ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡਾ opinion ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਆ. We don't even think like that. It's more so like, I think me and Manov grew up in a time where like the Nagar Kirtan just was like more, I don't want to say chill,
Nagar
but
Kirtan
it
was
meant
just
more.
more like
It meant more back in the day.
It was, bro. Like you don't have to add all this random shit to it just to make it like a big day. Like it was naturally just like a good day. Like people just like loved it more for what it was actually about
Yeah,
and the fundamentals.
exactly.
Like just the Vaisakhi parade.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
You don't need to add like I don't need the mayor to be announcing that you guys are putting up like a $310 million new rec center and like you know what I mean? Like it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. Nothing against her. I'm
10
nitpicking.
million though.
Yeah, that's 300.
What money launder honi hai.
बहुत ज़्यादा. Yeah, बहुत ज़्यादा. I obviously think like or they're talking about like how there's like a $50 million asphalt like new road
They're talking
program.
about projects that they're doing for the
Yeah,
community
the
rally
city,
of both.
right? And then, but like, here's the thing. I'm just nitpicking, obviously, here, but there's like the main things is, cover your guys' head. Don't do nashe patte at the Nagar Kirtan. Respect Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and just like go there and actually enjoy it for what it is, man. That's literally all I ask.
This is called shit parents say when building a new house.
Oh my
Or
God.
planning to build a new house.
All right. So for context, like eventually we're planning on building a new crib soon. So like maybe the next few years.
Yeah.
And obviously, just me and my family were just discussing like, yo, what would the potential floor plan, like, what do you want in it, whatever, right? And the one thing that these guys, without fail, will always say is like, "Teri ghar wali kiੱਥੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ?"
That's what I was saying to Ikti, but I was like, yo,
dude.
like, bro, when you're building a house at this age, like, I was just like, yo, you must be getting all of this, like, teri ਇੱਥੇ wife ਰਿਹਾ ਕਰੂ.
Yeah. ਤੇਰੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਦਾ room ਇੱਥੇ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ. I'm like, bro, like,
Bro, like,
I don't
it's
care.
actually so bad, bro. Like, we got a car like 2 years ago, and then one of my best friends was like, "Oh, you're probably gonna drive your wife around in that." And I was like, "Bro, I'm 21 or 22 or some shit." I was like, "Yo, you're being way too serious." So I think with houses, like, people go crazy.
It's like Montage when he got his like his fucking his car.
Honda.
He's like, his Honda.
He's got his like Honda Accord,
Yeah.
and then he's like,
Yeah,
the kids in the back and
yeah,
stuff.
I was like, what the fuck,
yeah.
Montage? Montage, I think was like,
he's
Montage.
pata horny.
Oh my god, man. Pata nahi aaj kal de nyane ki karde yaar. But shout out Montage though. But like, no, man. Like, my parents were like, "What do you want?" I'm like, obviously, I'm giving them the basics. Like, I'm like, oh, like the theater room would be nice, sauna would be nice.
It's like building a house is all fun and games until your parents start planning out your future wedding.
Yeah,
your partner
bro,
living in there
it's
too.
so
so bad.
Jokes, man. My mom's like, "हाँ इत्थे पिछे टेंट लाऊंगे तेरे जागो ਲਈ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਤਾ रूम तेरे ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਹੋਗੇ ਨਾ रूम ਇਹ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੋਗਾ ਤੇਰੀ like ਘਰ ਵਾਲੀ ਤੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹੋਗੇ." I'm
It's
like,
actually really
bro,
fucked up.
I'm like looking at it, I'm like, fuck, man, I'm getting old.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Your nyani thing is insane though. I
Yeah.
literally talking about your wife.
No, it's a wife is one thing. Once your parents start going on the
ਇਹ ਸੋਫੇ ਤੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਲੱਗੂਗੀ ਬੈਠੀ
not even like ਤੇਰੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਖੇਲੂਗੇ yard ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ trampoline ਤੇ.
Your parents are crazy. They have like a longer vision for the future
than I do, bro.
Like,
I
the Prime
barely,
Minister
dude,
himself.
I barely know what I'm doing like tomorrow. Like, honestly, like, I know I have a decent plan, but I don't have it mapped out like these guys have it mapped out. These guys have like my next 20 years mapped out in their head.
Exactly.
Like, it's like, bro, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ I don't even yo ਤਾਂ
ਇੱਕ ਡੀਪ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੂੰ ਰਿਟਾਇਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਾਲਕਨੀ ਤੇ ਬਹਿ ਜਾ ਕਰੀ
ਇੱਥੇ ਤੂੰ ਚਾਹ ਪੀਓ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਤਾ ਸਨਸੈਟ ਦੇਖੂਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ
ਤੇਰਾ 40th birthday ਹੋ
ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇਰਾ 40th birthday ਹੋਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਕੁੱਤਾ ਹੋਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਪਤਾ ਘਰ ਵਾਲੀ ਹੋਗੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਖੇਲੂਗੇ
ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਫਿਸ਼ ਹੋ ਜੂਗੀ
ਯਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਪੌਂਡ ਬਣਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੂੰ ਡੁੱਬ ਜਾ ਮਰ ਜਾ ਲਾਈਕ I'm like bro like what the fuck ਤੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਹੀ ਡਿੱਗ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਮਰਨਾ
That's the insane part of the plan.
Like, bro, it's so like it's like intrusive thoughts. Like my parents, like Desi parents, intrusive thoughts always come out. They don't keep it in. It's not intrusive anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
It's just
They'll
open.
just randomly drop it.
They'll just drop it and like passing in the most like, dude, I remember I was
most casual way ever.
I was working on some shit and I was about to hop in a meeting and like right before the meeting, my mom screwed up my entire mentality. She's like, she like cut up fruit for my sister. She's like, yo, you want some? And I was like, no, I'm okay, right? So chal koi nahi ek din apni car waale nu keh de oh pata tere waste fruit kaat ke rakhugi. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
insane.
I'm like, bro, what did I do? Why?
Like, why?
And then the funniest thing about this is like, I'm not like planning on getting married anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like, yaar,
It's like their dream.
it's every Desi parent's dream, man.
It's insane, bro.
They all share the common dream. I'll tell you what the common Desi parent dream is. They want their kid to be in some level of education out like post-secondary,
Yeah.
solid job, and just get married. And then that's it.
But then it's like
The Holy Trinity.
yeah. But then when we get to that point, it's like, what's next?
There is
It's
nothing.
like everybody lives their life in that, yo. Because like I feel like for like everybody normal, like it's like okay, first like I'm gonna get married.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna graduate uni. Then I'm gonna have kids. Then it's like okay, now like my kids are gonna graduate.
Then they're
okay,
gonna
my kids gonna go to uni. Now like you hear so many times where like the fucking 50-year-old Desi uncles like ਜਦੋਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਜਵਾਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ retire ਹਾਂ ਬਸ. Then like the kids get married and they're just like what the fuck's my life now?
No, do you know what they do? ਮੇਰੇ ਜਵਾਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਵਾਕ ਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਵਿਆਹ ਦੇਖਣਾ.
Yeah, ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਪੋਤੇ ਪੋਤੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਾ.
Yeah.
But then it's like you're always just waiting for something.
ਮੈਂ
Just
ਆਪਣੇ ਪੋਤੇ ਨੂੰ
relax and enjoy.
Yeah, they don't, bro. That's
Go on
the thing.
vacation.
They don't, bro.
Kinda
Dude, I've been
chali
I've
jana.
been trying to convince my dad to take a vacation for the last like holy fuck how many years, right? And this man's
I
just
just
like,
gotta kind of help him break out of too, yeah.
Yeah,
There's always gonna be something next.
yeah. I think my dad's majority like his mindset's like a little different though. Like he's out of it.
Yeah,
for
your
the
dad
most part.
does enjoy.
He fully is shonky like that, right? My mom on the other hand, like
I think it's
doesn't
just
enjoy
all parents are
vacations.
like that though. I wouldn't be like that.
Yo, but the thing is like we're different because we're born here. I feel like ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁਣ
No,
ਸਾਡੇ
but even
ਮਾਂ
people
ਪਿਓ
that are born here get stuck in that too, bro.
No, I feel like I wouldn't though, and I feel like a lot of people that we know at least don't.
Mm.
Like I would never imagine like myself being like, yeah, I'm just literally only looking forward to like I'd obviously be looking forward to my kid's wedding. I would look forward to that, but it wouldn't be like my top of my priority list.
Yeah, that's true.
My top of my priority list if I had a kid was like, yo, just make sure this kid is healthy and he's like not a dumbass. That's it.
That's insane.
That's it. Like that's two things. Just be smart, don't be a
sane.
dumbass, and then just be healthy. ਇਹ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ. Yeah, so that's it. What else do I want from Manana, bro? Like,
Your kid knows Sikhi.
what the hoga?
Big thing, bro.
Menu dega.
I met this one guy. Me and one of my best friends all got into beef,
Yeah.
like really bad beef, because
Really?
he was like, yeah, like if my kid like doesn't want to be a Sikh, like then that's up to him. Or like if my kid wants to cut his hair, then that's up to him. But I was like, bro, when your kid's like 10 years old, like he's just gonna know what you feed him. Like if he starts watching cartoons and TV and shit, and then the TV's like trying to like glorify like, you know, people with haircuts, he's just gonna be like, yo, I want a haircut. But if he just keeps the kid in like good sangat, then he's just gonna be down to keep his hair. Like, you can't really like just be like, yo, if my fucking 10-year-old wants to like cut his hair, I'm just let him cut his hair, because that's up to him.
But what if he's 16?
I still like, I wouldn't think that. That's how I'm more traditional. Like I feel like the whole thing that like, yo, like it's your life and shit is like more Western. Like obviously you can't force your kid to do anything, but I would never give them validation that like, yeah, it's up to you, like it's your life. Because I just feel like there's like, I don't know, I'm really confident in my beliefs, like 150% confident. And like I wouldn't like push someone anybody else, but like if you bring somebody into the world, it's kind of like you're like, God gives you this responsibility to like show them like what, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
Because even for me, bro, I used to have a haircut, and then I was like always down to have a haircut. And then my parents started taking me to like good sangat, and then I like started seeing everybody there. Then I was like, okay, like I want to do it. But then like I don't know if necessarily like that would have happened. I would have still wanted to be pushed into it. Sometimes like it's like it feels like it's like,
yeah, but sometimes, bro, like khun dekh tu apne baal katte si and you got your way back to Sikhi. I think Guruji has a plan for everyone in that way. Like if you're meant to be a Sikh, like
yeah, bro, I'm talking about just giving your kid a pass, yo, because like they're like, you're like, yo, it's like their life. Like I just don't believe in that.
Yeah. Obviously, when my kid's 10, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna go, you know no better, right? It's whatever.
I feel like if they even get that thought, it's like you're kind of like missing something in like raising them. Like you gotta like just do better.
Yeah,
bro. Like you can't like raise a kid like good, and then they're just naturally like.
I feel like nowadays it's easier for a kid to grow up and actually want to be a Singh than when it was back in our day.
But it's still just about who you're around. Like it's just about your friends and your.
I get that, no, but like back then, bro, like when we were growing up,
that's what I mean. There was less sangat.
Not even less sangat. You would be clowned for being a Singh back then.
That's what I mean. There's less sangat. Like, there's less people to be around that were like.
Yeah, but now I feel like there's a good group of us.
I don't even know.
In the younger generation, at least, I know with my nephew's class, there's like he's a Singh, right? And there's a good amount of kids in his class that have like little Jude and shit. So like. I think it's like obviously like, you know, like,
but still like a lot of the kids probably don't know why the fuck they're doing it. I just mean like I was talking to one of my friends today at the Nagar Kirtan, and I was like, yo, like if you ask like most of the people here, like why are you like a Sikh, like 9 out of 10 of them would probably just say because I'm like born
into it,
my parents were a Sikh, and like that's kind of like their answer. No, maybe like 7 out of 10. And I was like, yo, that's like a terrible answer. I was like, yo, like then you like, I'm not saying you might as well not be a Sikh, but that's like, I don't know, it's just like it's such a terrible answer. Like,
yeah, but some people are like, how do I put it? Some people don't really believe. If they have the opportunity to not believe in any religion, they take it.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people are atheists.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't believe in religion in general, right? And like, I'm not saying that's a
kind of. That's pretty depressing ass life to me.
Yeah,
I think like one time I was listening to this thing and it was about how like people that don't believe in God will always try to convince other people not to believe in God, because like deep down they can't like close this door and just like call it a day. You know how like if you're completely secure in beliefs, like you don't like try to convince anybody or anything else. Like I'm not gonna like kill myself trying to convince somebody on like why they should do what I do, because I'm just like confident in what I do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like not everybody has to do it, but I'm confident. So same thing kind of like with like atheists, where it's like most of them probably are like always trying to convince like their family and their friends, like they're trying to like trip them out, like, yo, why do you do part every day? Like, yo, why do you like, they're trying to get in your head. But that's because like deep down they know that there's like more to it and they're kind of insecure. You can't really just like close that door. Like I still wish them the best, but that's like really like that's what I think it is. Yeah. Like you can't really just like, you know what I mean? Because even if you shut it down for like your 20s, then you're like in your 30s, then you're in your 40s. Eventually it's gonna catch up to you that like, yo, like
it always catches up though,
you're not
bro.
just like this shitty ass like kachi mitti body. Like there's something deeper.
It always catches up, right?
So all good. Last viewer confession is I used to be super into Sikhi, waking up for Amrit Vela, tying my dastar, doing part, all of it. But after my parents got divorced in high school, it felt like everything collapsed. My dad left the house and stopped talking to me. I don't even know where he is now. I hear that he's in America. My mom cried every night. I started skipping my Nitnem and stopped going to the Gurdwara. I just don't feel Waheguru anymore. Like he left me too. I don't even feel like I have anything left in this world.
Fuck, that's deep.
Yeah, it is deep, yo. Like what happens in high school. But I don't know. What do you think? I feel like at the end of the day, like it's a really tough situation that they're in. And if you don't really have somebody who's going to show you that, like, you know, Waheguru's there, like get you back into it, it's going to be really hard to go back.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, it's like either now or later, like you'll kind of get through it and realize like you weren't alone.
Yeah, I think my stance on it is like,
Because like your parents have their own like karma between them too.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I
sometimes
was
like,
gonna
some
mention
shit's
that.
just like meant to happen. And you
Yeah.
can't like internalize it that like, yo, like I'm all alone.
yeah. I was gonna say, I think that it's Guruji doesn't give you problems or challenges that you can't overcome. I genuinely believe that, right? Unless it's obviously jidhar time hai John, it's your time to go. Obviously, at that point, like that's the final, right? That's finale. But if there's like a challenge or inconvenience in your life, like I don't know, like you failed a test or whatever, right? I feel like those things happen. I hate that it's cheesy, but I think it happens for a reason, right? Whether it's you're atoning for something you did in the past, or it's that karma Desi or whatever it might be, right? But the thing is, like, I feel like genuinely the way to get through it is to keep your faith and belief strong, even when I think to really believe in something is to be able to believe in it, even when you feel like it's like you don't believe in it, if that makes sense. Like even if you feel like it's like fading, right? Because at the end of the day, to have undying belief in it is like the hardest thing to do when you feel like everything's turning against you.
Yeah, I feel like you just gotta like get a hobby and then kind of get some change in your life, like be around
Better
so many people.
sangat.
You just need a community to kind of belong in.
Yeah.
Once you find that community, you'll start to see why you're doing everything again.
Yeah.
And like eventually you'll let go of it too, because maybe like it was for the best and now your mom's happier too. Like I don't know, life can be pretty dark, bro. Like there's a lot of like people like that are orphaned, family gets effed up, but like a lot of them turn it around, a lot of them don't. And then like it's all just about how you react to it.
It's all about
Like
how
that's
you
what
react.
it is. Like those people that say like life is like 90% just how you react to things, and
Yep.
like 10% what you actually like,
Yep.
what happens to you.
Yeah.
You know?
90% how you react, and then also like another thing too, it's life's about choices, right? You make it and you either you stick with it or you revert back to it. And the thing is sometimes there's never one way to go about it. Like for example, look at you, like you, perfect example, we're Mona for a bit and then that was your choice.
Yeah.
And then later in life you went back and like made another choice, right?
Mm.
And it's like, you know, like that's the beauty of life, man. Like, you know, it's about choices. You have your own control in that aspect. And, you know, at the end of the day, I wish you nothing but
I think you
the
just need a new
best.
community.
Yeah, I wish you nothing but the best. I would say
maybe
for
like move out
sure.
for uni or something.
Yeah, for sure. Wait for uni. Try finding like-minded individuals. Go to the Gurdwara as much as you can.
Why
I know
find you?
I know it's hard, but for every one step you take towards Guruji takes 2 steps back towards you, right? So
100%.
you
Joel,
just gotta stick with it, man.
good
But if
podcast episode.
Yeah, speaking to that kid, if you need anything, feel free to DM myself or Manrav. I'm sure we'll. I know we're not therapists or anything, but we'll reply. We'll see.
Oh, 1-800 HBM.
.ca.
Talk about
your problems, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Anyways, appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in this week's podcast episode. It's been a good one.
Yeah, 100%. Been great.
Been great.
Gonna be the rest of 2025 is gonna be entirely different.
It'll be a little
It's
bit
gonna
fun.
be like fresh and new and consistent content, and like we're just gonna be a totally different
engine
at the end of the year.
Yeah,
I think people are gonna be tripped out. But like that being said, actions speak louder than words. So we're gonna end it off here. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.